Yeah, y'all, this is the first piece of LP Smart Siding. Tim has really taken his time. This kind of was a complicated edge for him to figure out how to trim out, but he's got it trimmed out perfectly. And he even came in and did the cut edges. He painted and primed them because, hey, he wanted to make sure he was doing it right, and that gives it a seal. So he's literally doing all the things. He did all the research, and he's trying to do this job right and put it up right, and he is doing a great job. So I'm so happy with this first piece that he's gotten up, and he's like, oh, it took me 5 hours, it took me however, but he's gonna get quicker over time. He's just doing it right, taking his time and doing a good job, which is why I like it when he does stuff, because he might not know starting out like how to do it, but he's gonna do his research, he's gonna take his time, and he is going to make sure it's done right. And sometimes the professionals can know too much and they're too good at it, and so they just like slap it up, and they're used to just working so quickly that they can make mistakes.
Alright, y'all, I'm just getting the day started, and I'm stuck already. And I'm not stuck because it's muddy out here, but I'm stuck because I've gotten all of my OSB that was on the trailer actually on the house. And so now I have like 50 sheets of LP Smart Siding that are weighing me down in the back. And so since the trailer is way down in the back, it's kind of lifting the truck up in the back, and it's kind of like a hill here. And the truck doesn't have enough traction in those back wheels. This is a 2-wheel drive, not a 4-wheel drive. So my front wheels, you know, aren't able to spin. So I don't have enough traction to get this trailer up this hill. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and crank up the tractor and probably give it a bumper from the back a couple times, and I should be able to get out then. I might have to go get Megan to give me a bump from the back, but let's see if we can get this truck pulled out and get our material closer to the actual work site. I'm literally only like 5 minutes into the workday and I'm already stuck. I'm already facing, you know, challenges already, but we're gonna face these challenges, we're gonna conquer these challenges, and we're gonna win, we're gonna dominate, and we're gonna get this LP siding up. So y'all just stay tuned for today's video. It's gonna be a fun one already, I can tell. So let me get over here and get this tractor warmed up, and I'm gonna see if I can get it out myself, because Megan is in the inside with the boys getting them ready for homeschool and things. So I'm gonna try to do it myself. I should be able to maybe put the truck in neutral and push it from behind, but we'll see what we can do. So let's get this tractor crunk up, get it over here, and see if we can get it out.
There's a knock at the door, but don't freeze in your tracks. It's that chance you've been waiting for. It's the light coming through the crack. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, come on. When life shows an open door.
Got the truck in neutral with nobody in there. So hopefully it don't roll back on me, and if it does, hopefully the tractor is strong enough to keep it from rolling down the hill and just going onto the neighbor's property and through the fence and everything. So we're gonna try this out. One man trying to get a truck unstuck.
That's open road. Boom, boom, that knock on your door is sounding further away.
As I said, the truck is in neutral, and I'm pushing it from behind going uphill with the tractor. And so right in front of me, right in front of the truck is downhill. And so I'm trying to keep it to where I stop like before the truck begins to like roll away from me. And so I think I'm at that point now with the tractor where I should be able to pull out with the truck, I think. But we're gonna hop in the truck and see. Like I said, right now the tractor is stopping the truck from rolling back downhill, but I don't want to push it too far that way and then have to jump off the tractor real quick and run and catch it before it starts going downhill that way and getting away from the tractor and then go, you know, straight through my fence. So let's hop in the truck and see if we've gotten off that hill enough and can get it out. What's going on, y'all? It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. And as y'all can see, we're getting prepped to put up LP siding on our home. And y'all have seen the videos where we completely gutted this place. This house was, they had 10 on this house. Like I said, if this is your first video, you have a lot of videos to go back and watch. Go back and watch all of the videos of how this house looked in the beginning. We put in new doors, we put in the patio door, put in new windows all the way through, put in new windows on the back, new door on the back. And so the siding is completely like transformed already, because they just had 10 on this mobile home screwed directly into the studs. So there was just 10, there was no sheathing, no OSB, and it was just 10 going straight to the insulation, going straight to the sheetrock in the inside. And so we took down all that old rusty tin and all them old rusty screws, and we put up OSB, we put up house wrap. And while we were at it, we said we might as well go ahead and replace all the windows and the doors as well, because they just had the single pane, like, you know, mobile home windows on this house. And we decided to go back with double pane, and we put the vinyl upgraded windows on here. So everything is upgraded up until this point, and now we're going on with the LP Smart siding. Like I say, we you know, we went back and forth on which type of siding to do. Like I said, we could have did the planks where they go like horizontal. They go horizontal along the length of the house, but we chose to go with the vertical panel. That's a 4x8 sheet, like I say, and that we think that's the most effective, you know, cost effective, and also minimally invasive on my energy effective route to go as far as our siding, because I could have done cement siding, but this is LP Smart siding. I could have done cement siding where it's the same type of panel and you do board and batten. We thought about doing that because we like the cabin style, we like board and batten, but those cement panels are so heavy, and it's hard, you know, because I'm a one-man crew, you know, me and Jesus, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, my wife and kids every now and then come out and help, but for the most part, you know, like I say, it's me, the Lord working through me out here doing it by myself. So those cement panels are a little bit too heavy for me to lift by myself, but these wood panels, they're right there at that border, you know what I'm saying, to be able to maneuver them, because I can lift them by myself, but being able to maneuver it and nail it in properly is the thing. So yeah, but we chose to go with the LP Smart siding. That's a good bug resistant, rot resistant material, and it should last for a long time. Like I say, as long as this mobile home lasts, as long as I install it properly, and which I'm probably not gonna install it properly. I'm gonna do the best I can. Like I say, I'm a rookie, I'm learning. I actually installed the same type of siding, LP Smart siding, on our barn down here, and I made some mistakes here and there, but I've learned from there, and so I'm gonna try to like do it better here on our mobile home, on our house, you know, when I do it the second time. But the way that they tell you to install, the technical way, there are two ways you can install this LP Smart siding. You can go on with the LP Smart siding, because there's this little flange here, and this flange is made for trim to fit under it, and the trim fits perfect, and that's the proper way to install it. But you can also install the LP under that flange. But what happens is, if you install the LP under this flange, your trim is going to sit out past the seal of the window, and so at the bottom you're going to have trim sitting out, like, and it's going to be like a spot where water can get into, like I said, where it can't run smoothly down like it's supposed to. And so I'm gonna go ahead and install it the proper way. It seems a little bit counterintuitive to install the trim and then the LP Smart siding, and they actually want you to put, once you install that trim, they want you to leave I think it's 1/8 of an inch, either the 1/8 or 3/8, I can't remember, of an inch gap for a caulk line. So they don't want you to butt the LP siding up against it. Like I say, when I get ready to install the trim, I'll show y'all how tight that trim fits in there. And like I say, like I say, there is another way to do it, and you can do it, I think they call it the non-traditional way, where you can install the LP first and then put the trim on top. But the proper way to do it, like I say, especially with the new windows that we have, is to install the trim first and then the LP. So that's what y'all about to see me do. I was going back and forth on this edge about how I was gonna do it, if I was gonna do the LP and then put the trim on top of it on the edges, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do it based off how you know, the manufacturer's instructions tell you to do it. Like I said, they tell you to do it that way for a reason, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it like that. But y'all are about to see me start getting some trim set up, get some trim cut, and I'm gonna probably go ahead and install this first piece of trim. And I gotta get this roof detached first, because all of the trim and the LP Smart siding and everything has to fit under that roof flange up there to keep us watertight, so the water can roll, you know, on top of it instead of rolling behind it, you know, because we don't have our new roof with the 5-inch overhang on there yet. But so I'm gonna get up there, unscrew this roof line, and then we'll start getting some trim installed, and hopefully we can get our first piece of LP Smart siding up. So it should be exciting, and hopefully we can see this pile of material begin to get smaller throughout the day. So y'all just stick around. We're gonna try to get this house sided and get this done. We're on a very, very strict schedule, and I have to get this done within a certain amount of time, and I don't have a whole lot of time to get it done, so I'm gonna be beast mode, like on it. Like I said, I might not get a whole lot done today because I'm getting like my bearings. I'm learning how to do it. But after today, I plan on like just hitting it hard. Like I might have to work through some nights, you know, work early in the morning, late at night, you know, to get it done. But we're gonna get it done, and I'm hoping I can get this done, like I say, before we go on our vacation, because I want to come back to this house being sided, painted, and possibly even a new roof on. So y'all stick around. We got a lot to do. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, I got my first little bit of trim up, and I got this trim around this window here, and I also have this trim on the edge of the house here, and I kind of had to rig something up and you know, kind of customize this corner here, because I didn't quite know what to do with this little overhang here and how to trim that out, because on the other end it's just gonna be a piece of trim that goes straight up all the way and tucks up under that metal roofing up there. But over here it had a little bit of overhang, and as y'all can see, I just kind of customized it, you know, with the lay of how that overhang was already laying, and that should set me up to put my LP siding on there. And I want to show y'all something around this window, because I know you're probably thinking, like, why am I putting the trim on before the LP smart siding? Well, as I told y'all, that's the way that they tell you to do it. That's the proper way to do it. And you actually leave a I think it's 1/8 inch of a gap between the trim and the LP smart siding, and then you caulk that line, and it's supposed to help that caulk line stay steady. But if you can see, once I took that trim into that little, you know, cavity there, it fills it up like perfectly. And that's what it's made for. They make this trim to be able to fit into that little cavity perfect, because this is how, you know, this system is supposed to go. But the only thing is that because that window has a little bit of a lip, the trim like doesn't sit flat. It sits flat here, but then here it has a little bit of gap behind it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of silicone and you know, pump silicone in there and let that dry and then nail it. And so yeah, that's that. Like I say, that should hold it pretty good, and also create a water seal. I'm gonna do the same thing at the top, put a little bit of silicone up there, squeeze it into that gap, and do that all the way around. And like I say, then after I put up my LP, then I'll go with just, you know, regular caulk, paintable caulk, and paint that. And so it'll have 2 layers. So if that paintable caulk that's in between the trim and the LP siding cracks, there'll still be you know, silicone there. So yeah, I think that should work pretty good. Like I say, that's I'm kind of customizing as I go, but I think it looks pretty good so far. Like I say, with just that little bit of trim that I've done so far. And this trim is actually not LP Smart Siding, because LP Smart Siding is a wood that they generate and that they treat with some type of like resin that is rot resistant and bug resistant and things like that. But this is actually a cement board for the trim, because I really wanted my trim to last, and I know that trim is gonna be you know, it's gonna be under the most pressure, you know, under the whole thing. So you can see, like I say, it's still loose. I hadn't nailed it down yet, but yeah, so I went with cement siding for the trim, because one of the main reasons was because they didn't have the LP Smart Siding trim in stock. So I just went ahead and got the cement siding, and like I said, it's gonna look good because we're gonna paint that trim white and it'll look good. And it had a little wood grain look in it that the LP Smart Siding has. But I'm gonna go and get some caulk now, and then get that caulk. I'll probably caulk around the edges with silicone around the edge of that trim as well. And then it'll be time to start going up with some LP Smart Siding. Let me step out a little bit, see what this trim looks like from a distance. It's looking good so far. Like I say, yellow trim on the house. Some color is finally here. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get that caulk, get a little bit of silicone put behind there, and then we can go ahead and start going up with our first piece of LP Smart Siding.
By the delta, there's a river that runs both ways, and the cypress alleys go on for days. If you want to, we can go there, and to be there with you. In the summer, I'm out there fishing, when that catfish is ready to bite, and when the nets are filled with crawfish, it's a sight. If you want to, we can go there, and to be there with you. Oh, Jama.
Here it is, y'all. This is Tim doing stuff right. He's going by the instructions.
Oh yeah, it's slowing me down too.
He's got this painted and primed, because cut edges should be painted and primed so that they are sealed.
Look at you come out here talking like you know what you're talking about.
I you know, that's what I get for listening to you.
Yeah, Now the thing is getting this up here without getting paint all over me.
Well, you know, that's a given.
I guess, usually like on a work crew, you have like people doing this and then another person putting it up, so it's like it's dry by the time you're putting it up.
Yeah.
See, it's just me, so I'm doing everything.
Yes,
so
that's
it's still
right.
wet, but we ain't finna wait for it.
No, you gonna put it up there, huh?
Exactly. I guess I got clothes on that can be used for paint clothes.
Oh yeah, there's already paint clothes.
Exactly. I guess after I rubbed it on the ground, it's still sealed. Sealed enough, huh?
Yeah, don't rub too much off, huh?
Exactly.
You got it.
I'm gonna have to go for it.
Yeah.
There's no way to get it up there other than paint all on me. First piece going up.
That's right. You got it.
Got here in time to see it.
Woohoo! First piece going up. It locked in.
Oh yeah.
Benjamin, what you think, bud?
You're also supposed to have a 3/16 gap
Oh,
around all vertical edges.
wow.
3/16 seems like a lot, so I'm doing 1/8. I'm kind of, but it's gonna vary in different areas.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna come up and be like, "Why is all them paint fingerprints all over the side?" It's gonna look ugly for you.
Till we paint it.
Exactly. We're gonna get a little bit of a gap. This first one is what I'm gonna be going off of. So we're pretty close.
Mm-hmm. You've been working all day to accomplish this goal.
That's right.
And you're putting up your first piece of LP Smart Siding.
That's right. And I got my nail gun. So hand me my nail gun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm all out of wet.
Here you are.
Man, how's it look from back there?
It looks great. It looks good. I like the gap too. We're about to have a sided house. Little cabin in the big woods. Can you tell? Tim had me watching Little House on the Prairie.
So the proper way to nail this, put a nail there,
Okay.
and then when you overlap it, to put another nail on the overlap board there.
Oh.
See, I ain't know none of this stuff when I was doing the barn. I was just putting it up.
But you did your research.
Exactly. I know that. So that should be
Now,
hanging over that.
the barn siding, that's not the smart siding though. It's the
This smart side.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Okay. I didn't
I
realize
didn't
it.
even know back then, but I was wondering why it cost so much. But I went on
Yeah.
ahead and bought it anyway.
Because I thought it was the T111, but I forgot you had accidentally bought the smart siding.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. So we got the good stuff on our barn.
Exactly. It might not be installed properly
It'll
like
be
this gonna be
alright.
installed. But we're gonna see which one gonna hold up better.
Exactly.
Tim's
The barn.
Rick install or this install where you butt the stuff up and leave gaps all over the place.
That barn might be there still for 100 years.
Alright, so now I need to remember to mark my wires. I remember my wires. I literally know, like I saw those wires in there, so I know where they are. They're all lit, so I won't nail into any of them. So I know they're between 13 and 18. All the way through. And then I got it marked on the house wrap where wires go up, so I can be careful in those areas.
There you go.
That just helps us be diligent about painting.
Mm-hmm.
Too pretty, we might wait to paint it after Disneyland. In Tallahassee. We ain't
Wait,
talking
I
about
thought we were gonna wait to paint it after.
I'm trying to paint before.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Awesome.
might be official.
Oh yeah, first piece of LP Smart Siding is on and up.
It only took me 5 hours. I got it up, and it's
There
up there
you go.
right.
High five.
High five, high five.
Woo! You just like drop the nail gun.
Listen, I gotta step back and look at it. You look at it. Tell us what you think.
All right, let me see.
Come on, buddy.
It looks good. The cabin is coming to fruition. It looks great. Yeah, y'all, this is the first piece of LP Smart Siding. Tim has really taken his time. This kind of was a complicated edge for him to figure out how to trim out, but he's got it trimmed out perfectly. And he even came in and did the cut edges. He painted and primed them because, hey, he wanted to make sure he was doing it right, and that gives it a seal. So he's literally doing all the things. He did all the research, and he's trying to do this job right and put it up right, and he is doing a great job. So I'm so happy with this first piece that he's gotten up, and he's like, oh, it took me 5 hours, it took me however, but he's gonna get quicker over time. He's just doing it right, taking his time and doing a good job, which is why I like it when he does stuff, because he might not know starting out like how to do it, but he's gonna do his research, he's gonna take his time, and he is going to make sure it's done right. And sometimes the professionals can know too much and they're too good at it, and so they just like slap it up, and they're used to just working so quickly that they can make mistakes.
All right, y'all, let me go ahead and get something to drink because my mouth's dry. I'm probably dehydrated. I'm about to pass out probably. But then I come back out and get that little piece up, and then we'll see if we can get a couple whole pieces up. So y'all stick around. It's going down.
Can I tell you what's been on my
What?
mind?
Is it going down?
Sick and tired of the 9 to 5
Going down?
in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. Take my hand. Yeah, we only get one. Make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one. Make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one. Make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one. Make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one. Make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one.
trim under that LP.
Okay.
You can take it out of there.
Oh.
You know where it's going? Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Isn't it?
I think it is. Is it all the way in? Okay. Yep. It's all the way in.
Put the other end in. The fat end.
Okay.
Too big.
Yep.
Break it in half. You mad at me? Okay.
As y'all can see behind me, Tim is rocking and rolling. He, was trying so hard to get that trim perfectly and do everything the right way. But now he's caught a rhythm and he's got his second piece up and he is all the way to the window now. So he's making the cuts to do the pieces, piecing in at the top and the bottom of the window, and then he'll have another stretch up to the door. So I definitely think he's gonna make it to the door. He's still got a lot of daylight left, and hey, he might even hit the other side. No, but he's doing a great job, and he's out here just having fun, right? Doing what you love to do, working hard.
That's right. Now, we're dried in now, so I don't have to work all through the night. Just in case, I quit a little bit early. Like when it get dark, I might come in the house, on this round of siding. And live to fight another day.
He says that now, but if this man feels in rhythm and starts throwing those pieces of LP up, I will have to make him come inside. Be like, "Are you gonna eat dinner? It's got kind of dark now. You pulling out the flashlight, really?" So
I don't even think I have to edit tonight. So I'm dangerous tonight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Go to town, dressed up like a heart attack. 'Cause you know that when your dreams have hit the ceiling and falling back down on the ground, let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes and another swings open. That's life, and let's dwell upon the darkest hour. They say it's just before dawn. Yeah. The ceiling and falling back down on the ground. Let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes and another swings open. That's life, and let to dwell upon the darkest hour. They say it's just before dawn. The darkest hour. They say it's just before dawn. Just before dawn.
All right, y'all. It's been a day, and I'm done for the day. And I got a lot done. I got this section done. I'm glad I made it to this window so I can start to see kind of what it's gonna look like. It took me a while to do this corner here. Like I say, figuring out all that trim and trying to do things the right way, getting all my supplies. It usually takes me about a day or so to get into my rhythm before I hit it hard and get it done. But I got, about 30% of the house done today. And Megan and I were talking about it, that we really can't see it yet. We're not gonna really be able to see it until we get, the paint on there, and we're able to see like that pearly white trim, and whatever type of gray, probably a lighter gray than we have on the barn, on the walls, and it's gonna look amazing. Like I said, it looks good already, but we know that once that paint gets on it, it's gonna look even better. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. Like I said, it's been a long day. I feel like I didn't get a lot done today, but I know that the things that I did today are gonna set the standard for the things that I'm gonna do tomorrow. Like I say, now I have a good rhythm. Now I know how to do it. Now I have all my tools out. I kind of know, how all the boards cut and how everything works and everything. And so when I get up tomorrow morning, I'm gonna hit the ground running. But this is gonna be it for today's video. I'm gonna go in here and eat some dinner. I'm gonna take tonight off. I'm not gonna work through the night like I was doing when I was on OSB. I worked myself like from 6:30 in the morning to like 10:30 at night, like every single day on those days. But now we're dried in, so I don't have to worry about the rain. Like I said, even if a little bit of rain gets behind that LP Smart Siding, we have a house wrap and seam tape around the windows and everything, so a little bit of rain won't hurt anything, because we do have open gaps and everything around the windows, since we left that gap. They want us to leave that 3/16 1/8 to 3/16 gap around every vertical connection point for the LP Smart Siding to the trim. But anyway, I'm gonna call it for today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I learned a lot. I enjoyed today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. But I'm gonna pick y'all up tomorrow on another video. And y'all already know, it's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God, and we'll see y'all on the next one.